The scene shifted to the gathering of the wealthy and powerful, where Mr. Back appeared as a true magnate. With a glint of mischief in his eyes, he addressed the crowd, saying, "You all are now qualified to be my bodyguards." He went on to explain that while he already had plenty of modern bodyguards, today's special meeting had a no-weapons policy, which is why he needed to hire such capable individuals like them. The secretary announced the salary for each bodyguard, 3 million. However, Chao quickly realized that this was much less than what Vu Thien had promised, and he felt deceived. This gathering, named the Looter Family Event, was a personal networking occasion for the rich, and 26 billionaires attended. The organizer, Du Dui, was known for his gambling addiction but had made a fortune selling weapons. During the event, an auction took place, and Mr. Back's eye was caught by an ancient mask. Chao noticed a bottle of pure black wine, one of the prized items being auctioned, and was drawn to it. Then, unexpectedly, he saw the name of Niem Sam, the eldest son of the Niem family, which made him feel a bit better. Even though he had been deceived by Vu Thien, at least he had found a lead on the Niem family. Chao entered the event and observed a crowd of unfamiliar but powerful individuals. Mr. Back started the opening of the event, and the other guests gathered to watch a game called the Warrior and the Golden Bell. The name itself suggested a violent game, and Chao, eager to see what was going on, leaned forward. The floor beneath them started to open, and suddenly a giant crocodile emerged from the pit, causing the crowd to scream in fear. The event MC quickly reassured them, saying the glass surrounding the pit was bulletproof, and even stepped onto it to demonstrate its sturdiness. The rules were simple. The warrior had to enter the pit and retrieve the golden bell hanging around the crocodile's neck. Anyone who entered the pit but failed to get the bell would be stuck inside permanently. Chao, hearing the rules, was horrified. He muttered to himself, thinking this was too cruel. The rich guests cheered as the first volunteer, a young man named Gallo, stepped forward. However, Gallo was quickly thrown aside by the crocodile in a single move, and the crowd laughed, pleased by the spectacle. The prize money was increased to 7 million for the next round, further fueling the excitement. Niem Sam, sitting calmly on a chair, showed no emotion, while his subordinate, Hao Nyi, seemed eager to join the game. When asked if he thought he could handle the crocodile, Hao Nyi confidently replied that despite the crocodile's speed, its range of attack seemed limited, so he could take it on. As the pit opened, Hao Nyi entered with a long spear and began to charge at the crocodile. Chao, standing nearby, thought to himself that he was lucky not to be involved in this madness. Suddenly, Alan Long turned to Chao and asked if he had read the contract carefully. If no one volunteered to fight, they would be forced into the pit. Chao, now sweating nervously, realized he had no choice but to join. Alan Long, maintaining his calm, reminded him that the 3 million salary was not easy money. He then warned Chao not to look at a certain person in the crowd too intently, as it was a member of the organizing committee, Lu Du-ra, whose job was to maintain order during the event. As the tension rose, Hao Nyi fought fiercely with the crocodile, even climbing the walls like a ninja and attacking with his spear. Despite landing several hits, the crocodile didn't seem to be fazed. Chao began to suspect something was wrong. As the battle escalated, Hao Nyi attempted to land the finishing blow, but the crocodile's tail swiped at him, throwing him across the arena. The audience was in shock, and the prize money continued to rise. Then, the elderly man in charge waved his hand and signaled for another participant, Mon, to enter. Mon, confident and nonchalant, approached the pit. As he made his way toward the crocodile, he pretended to be an animal lover, claiming to care deeply for animals. However, instead of using any weapons, he confidently ordered the crocodile's cage to be opened. The crowd began to murmur, wondering if he was serious. The giant crocodile lunged at Mon, but Mon swiftly dodged, and with one precise strike, he severed the crocodile's head, causing blood to spray everywhere. The bell around the crocodile's neck was also dislodged and flew through the air, landing in Mon's hands. Mon casually picked up the bell, wiped it clean with a cloth, and remarked, "There's no need for flashy moves. Just transfer the prize money to my account, and we'll be done." The audience was left stunned by the performance. and more dangerous creatures were wheeled out for the next round. Just as the crowd was expecting the next fight, the doors suddenly opened, revealing a monstrous wolf, its massive head snarling with sharp teeth exposed. Chao, too, observing all this, felt the weight of the situation. Despite the chaos, he was ready to face whatever came next.